Hey boys and girls, it's Nightstalker here. Welcome along today to Harbour City Siege. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a whole bunch of low tier units. I have realised that lately I've been taking all of those flash purple units, maybe some gold, and not everybody who watches these videos has them. So we're going to take Rattan Marksmen, Prefecture Guard, Pike Militia, Martellalori, and of course my beautiful, beautiful Rattan Pikemen, who work different to most other pikemen. There are a couple of odd pike units, Prefecture Pikes being the other one, Imperial Pikes being another one, and they work in different ways to your standard brace and lock pikes. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to give you the same tip I do at the start of every video. When this animation starts to zoom back out again, hit your control key and you'll immediately gain control of your troops. Now if you're big on pushing in siege and things like that, which of course is good for your participation score if for whatever reason you need to get up the board for a challenge or anything like that, just hit that control key and you can jump on the siege equipment straight away. Righty. Now, this is the green culverin. You can build these for a handful of resources, 300 or 400 mixed resources, and anyone can get hold of these. So I'm going to use this as well today. First target of the day is going to be these Hwachas. Oh, they don't have quite the ballistic curve of the blue ones. Oh, I placed it too far forward. You can see I tried to place it so that cannon couldn't see me to minimise the amount of people shooting at me. One of my teammates has saved me with a treb. Good on you, mate. Right, we've got the ranged Alden now. The next 3 are going to be easy. 2 rather. And 1 more. These Hwachas, it's very important to knock them down if you can, if you have the ability to do so, because they are the ones that chew up all of your troops on the ground, on the siege towers and the ram. And if we can do that, we can be much more effective in getting our troops to push in. Just going to have to knock the wall down a bit, I think. Yes. See if we can land it on the crenellations. Good. Now we can see him in his full glory and exposedness. This is a little tactic I've only just started doing. Often I'll put a ballista at the front too and shoot the people off the last one. Got him. I'll shoot the people off the artillery too, but I've recently changed the tactic to just destroying the artillery. Much more effective. Now it looks fairly likely we're going to get this in. Just completely juked that guy. He went for me with the cannon. I'm too smart for that, buddy. So these Martellalori, see that big gold shield over the ram? That ram has got a damage reduction from artillery hitting it, which is lovely. And the Martellalori have an innate ability where they take 10% less range damage when they're pushing siege. So that's real lovely too. So how are we going to do today with these low tier units? Maybe I have a little bit of an advantage. Most of mine are leveled up, as you might expect. The Prefecture Guard aren't leveled up. We'll see if we can get them into combat and show. Oh, nobody's on that siege tower. I guess we'll just finish that job. And on this particular map, it's amazing to get all of your siege in first time. But it looks like that's what we're going to do. So definitely the little mini culverin at the front there to take out those Hwachas is a very good tactic. Now they have so much siege engines on the wall, and our team just did a great job at shooting them all out very quickly. It wasn't just me, it was the whole team got involved with the trebuchets and the excellent shooting along the whole section of the wall that got our stuff in. Great job, team. So I guess I'm just going to run in circles for a bit, make sure nothing comes out of that gate, and once those Martellalori get the siege tower in, I'm going to pull them back and use them. I'm not going to, pull them back and change them. I'm not going to continue to use them because it's only a part unit and they're terrible anyway. Martellalori are excellent for pushing in siege engines, but they are a terrible unit in combat. The worst unit in the game in close combat. They're also pretty bad archers. So, I'm selecting the shields to come in here because what I want to do is I want to protect all of these units that are coming up with us. The enemy, I don't think they've been caught napping so much as the fact that our team are very on the ball and pushing through quite quickly. Really quite happy with this team so far. See all of our unshielded units here? They need our help. Oh, we'll just knock all of these guys down and make them an easy target for the power charge. Slaughtered. Are they Pike Militia? No, they're Watchmen. They were going to get slaughtered anyway. We just helped. Oh, what's behind us here? Yep, and here we go. Here's where the shields really come into their own. We're going to protect the rear of the team while they go and capture the point. And this is going to be our job. It's going to be thankless. We're not going to get any points and very few kills for it, But this is our job now, and I just want to stop these guys charging. There we go. Oh, Imperial Shields. You hardly ever see them anymore. I really like them. I don't want to poke in there just yet because those halberds are very nasty against heroes. So we're just going to wait a bit. Not halberds, land sharks. Lunch necks, land sharks, whatever. And plan was successful. Look at that. We held the rear of the line very well. Congratulations to those Imperial Spears who helped us really quite effectively as well. And these guys are going to get power charged and slaughtered. They found themselves unfortunately out of position and completely surrounded, so there's nothing he could do in that sort of scenario. He did push up too far. He should have stayed with this team back here. Only thing about shields, of course, is they're very slow. Right, what's happening here? We're just absolutely overrunning them. They have a lot of low tier units themselves that they're using very badly. Like that guy there, he shouldn't have taken that fight. He should have taken his unit, turned around and run away and saved his unit. There was no point in trying to kill somebody here. He should have run away. Looks like he might get dead for his efforts too. One down, the other guy, is he going to get away? No. So yeah, they shouldn't have stood there and thought, oh, I might be able to get 1 or 2 kills with my Pike Militia. He should have just run away and saved them. That was really bad play by that guy. Anyway, here's our time to shine. Ooh, Hussars, we're going to use the Longsword ult to knock the hero off his horse and stop the Hussar charge. Hopefully our team will be able to follow up and kill some. Oh, just about killed it. Anyway, we need to get in here and protect our team from all this range fire. I don't know how successful this push is going to be. See that land shark unit there? He's just pulled it back, and that's the right thing to do. There's Imperial Pikes there. I'll see if I can bait their advance so that they don't kill the Imperial Pike Guard, I think. Sorry, Imperial Spear Guard on our team. Come on, guys. Yep, there we go. And, oh well, we did bait the... they're not running away. God. Sir, I gave you every opportunity to retreat. I sacrificed my low tier unit for you. Never mind. Shield line is strong. We should be able to hold here for a while. Wait, who are we protecting? Nobody. Run! Run away, Mr. Imperial Shields. There's no purpose for you being there. Oh well. Lesson learned. He should have put them back into cover commander mode. I'll just make the map larger so that you can see, especially if you're watching on a cell phone. I often forget to do that, to enlarge that map so that it's very easy for watchers to see. Not everybody watches it on a TV or a computer screen. Many people watch on their cell phone. It must be extremely hard to actually see that when it's not enlarged. So my apologies. I do try and remember to do that as often as possible. We're going to take the Elite Rattan Marksmen in now. One of the great things about Elite Rattan Marksmen is they get a fire shot. They get an option of a fire shot or a poison shot, so when you get to that point, ignore the poison shot, they do that anyway, and take the fire shot, because the fire shot will interrupt charges and things like that, and units that are not flameproof will catch on fire and panic, which means they'll stop what they're doing for a period of time. Very effective, especially when you're shooting a whole bunch of bolts. You know, each of these guys shoots half a dozen every shoot and reload cycle. What are these guys doing? Very lonely serfs. There's another one. Slap. Murder is fun. Alright, so I don't want to push too far in here, but I do want to sit where I can shoot. I'm just ready with my ult if they try and come in, although I'd prefer not to. Those guys are the one cavalry unit I'd prefer not to charge into with my longsword ult. I can survive about half the time, but as everybody knows, they just hit their number 2 ability and will wipe out everything within their reach. Keshieg version 2. Oh, we don't want to go too far in. There's some cavalry here. But a little 180 leadership pew pew unit is going to contribute to the deaths of many tier 5 cavalry there. What are we still shooting? Peasants. We got a couple of peasant kills, never mind. It's a little bit conscious of that cavalry charge lane to the rear. See those condos on the left as well? I'm watching them. Bring them out of the gateway and pew 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 pew. Now this guy smells blood, or he thinks he does. And watch, he's going to try and charge into me. But a lot of their guys will panic for the fire, and of course, I'm a longsword. So they're not even going to get off their starting block. They didn't move 2 or 3 meters before they're dead. Now I hit him with a minus 50% movement, so there's almost no chance whatsoever he's going to escape now. And pew. There's another unit of condos over there. We'll deal with them in a minute if they decide we're going to get involved. Did notice the cavalry on the map there. And look at this. These are Keshegs. These are tier 5 Kesheg cavalry. Watch what our little blue tier unit does to them. Not bad for 180 leadership, huh? If these heroes are going to stick around, they're going to regret it very badly. The medium armor heroes don't like being shot up by marksmen. Here come the condos. And I don't think we're going to even have to go over there. I think between us and the Janissaries, we're going to annihilate them. They pulled out, and that's going to be their mistake. As soon as they turn their back, they're going to take all that extra damage. Look, we're hitting them for 1500 plus the poison and fire ticks. There is a bow. I don't know if you've noticed, there is a bow hero off to the right picking on my unit. It's not a big deal. You cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. Don't be afraid to take a few casualties to achieve what you're trying to do. So, not bad for the Rattan Marksmen so far. Killed a few hussars, killed an entire unit of Keshegs. That's 2 tier 5 units of cavalry we've been messing with. No, those pikes around here. No, stop. I'm going to have to try and die to try and save them. What are you doing, mate? Oh, you're insane. I didn't even save them, and there's no way whatsoever I'm getting out of here. So I'll do what damage I can, and then we'll respawn. Oh, maybe I can? No. That was desperate. Anyway, the Rattan Marksmen did really well. 2 entire units of condos, an entire unit of tier 5 cav, and damaged, we only 3-4 of the hussars as well, took them out. So that was great, not too bad. You know, this is a high tier game too. Most of you won't be playing in these high tier matches. This is 6 to 700, level 6, 700. And you won't find all this tier 5 cav and nasty stuff around. So remember, when you are using these units yourself, chances are they're going to be more effective. The key thing here is who's up there. See them on the map? The thing about these guys are very, very fast, these Rattan pikemen, so we're going to try and flank that guy. Don't know what it is up there, but he's killed at least one of our team's units already. So you don't be put off by the fact that you've only got low tier units. You know, they can still do a very, very effective job, as this guy's about to learn, as long as they're not Iron Reapers or something. See how these guys are very, very fast? They make excellent flankers. You see the invisible, what do you call them? Dual blades there. He's been hit by a Namcan, which is why he's sort of glowing with that grey-black sort of speckledness on him. That's what that means. And we've killed, what, a half dozen paladins already? And let's go here again. Now I have to be a little bit careful here. There is a dual blades. Yep, there he is. Now, usually when you're using these loose pike units, you'll push them all the way into the unit that you're fighting, but I need them around me to stop that dual blades from getting me. So once he becomes occupied or retreats, I'll be able to push the unit all the way in and surround. Here we go, here's the opportunity. Delete. Tier 4 heavy shielded infantry, my butt. My 115 leadership Rattan pikemen, they got their chance, and they took it. Alright, so what's going on over here? These spear sergeants are incredibly optimistic that they're going to be able to do their thing on their own. Let's put these guys here and go and see what we can bait out. More Imperial Pikes, we've got Javelins, and we've got men-at-arms behind it as well. So, these Imperial Pikes are going to chase me, but this is what I want. I want them wasting their time. I don't want them going into over the left where our team's fighting. And here's our moment. This isn't going to be very successful. Why? Because we're going to force the Imperial Pikes to advance on us. We're not going to give them an option. It's that we'll lose all of their high tier parvies. Now those Spear Sergeants should be able to come in and help us destroy them. Especially now that I've knocked them on the ground. There we go. So that's the end of that Imperial Pike unit. Very, very well done to the Spear Sergeant player who saw the opportunity, saw the moment, and also followed me in. Let's see if we can upset these guys. We're never going to run them out of ammo, being they're on a supply point. But that Nadachi was very optimistic that he thought he was going to get me. And we'll just keep dodging these. Can we? One's enough for me. Ooh, hopefully those guys will get hit too. Anyway, I better get out of here before I get surrounded. Go on, Mr. Maul, what are you doing? And he's going to get killed, yep. I'll just have to try and survive. What can I do here? Alright, I'm going to use my ult as a escape. Here we go. Lie down, guys. I don't want you fighting me. and we'll get out of here. Go get another unit. Oh, why are these Namcans still standing here? Run, Namcans. Run, 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 run. Mr. Dualblades, what are you doing? I'm going to have to stand here and defend them. Run away. What are you doing? Oh, no. Yes, about time. And it's going to be my death now. It's going to be my death. Oops, I should have rolled sideways. Can I get out? No, but the Namcans got away. Wait, that was an arrow. They didn't even run away. I died for nothing. Never mind. You know, sometimes it's okay to take a death. You know, if you're gaining something or your team's gaining something, it's fine to take a death. We've got a minute 30 on the clock. We're going to take the Pike Militia because they have very high damage potential. The Prefecture Guard would also be nice, but they don't have a lot of damage output after their Prefecture drill. And what we're going to have to do here, given the amount of time left on the clock, is we're going to have to just charge in at top speed. We don't have the option of flanking or anything like that. We don't have the time. So whatever units we find, we have to fight. Whatever heroes we find, we have to fight. Whatever position we find ourselves in is the one we have to do. I'll just stop these guys hitting the... I don't want Pikes hitting the cavalry. And we're going to get slaughtered, I think, here by these Parvees. Let's see if we can take some people with us. See if I can push through the unit line. Whoop, let's go along cooldown. And this is never going to go badly. That's what you call a forced error. I didn't have really any choice. We had to go in just to try and save the game. Our guys did manage to get back on point, but they're not going to hold it. We've got too many of our people dead and too many people not arrived at the end point. Very sad. But GG to the enemy team, they did really well. One of the guys got 180 kills, 10 assists. Their short bow. I wonder if he's the one that was picking off all our ranged. Mind you, we got a 180 kill guy as well. Either that or they're just cav players, you know. Good on you if you want to be a cavalry player, but don't come telling me you got a whole bunch of kills and you're really excellent at getting a whole bunch of kills when you play cavalry. Oh, how'd we do with our low tier units? Not too bad. 91 troop kills. What did we get here? Oh, yeah, 5 artillery and stuff. Got 905 damage, 905,000 with the streets and took 1.5 million. Rattan Marksmen did great. Rattan Pikemen, well, those are paladins, all those kills, so good on them. Pike Militia, well, they just did what they could. Black Dragon Spearman, though, killed 7, so that was 7 halberdiers. 195 participation, 91 kills. And we did pretty darn well all in all. You know, this is a level 6-700 game, and we're taking low tier blue and green units in. Deliberately handicapping ourselves in a game of this level, but it is what it is. So what happened here? Martellalori coming in, a few died. That was the shield line taking the hits. What else have we got? Marksmen, who were shooting up the cavalry and getting shot by an archer. This was the Rattan Pikes and some of the shields, and this here was the balance of the Rattan Pike unit we forced to charge. Up here, well, that was just the forced error of the Pike Militia. We couldn't really do anything about that. You know, it was my choice to go in there, but was it a choice really? So overall, in terms of mistakes, which mistakes did we make? I think perhaps the second half of the Black Dragon shield unit, I don't really think on further reflection that it was a good idea to try and bait out that pike charge. I should have maybe just retreated and tried to save half the unit. We didn't gain anything in the end because we didn't have any friends to follow up behind us. So it was a bit of a waste of troops. Oh well, I can learn from that and I can think about it. Everyone else that died, like for example the Rattan Pikes, that was for a purpose. That was a very good time to use that to force that charge, that advance from the Imperial Pikes, and the Spear Sergeants came in and helped me finish off the unit of Imperial Pikes, which was great. Other than that, I don't see any mistakes here whatsoever, except maybe I should have put the culverin just a bit back so the left-hand cannon couldn't shoot at it. I would do that differently as well. Anyway, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the game. Thanks for coming to my channel. Hey guys, Knight here. Thanks for watching my videos. I make these in my spare time for a bit of fun, so hopefully you learned something or you just enjoyed watching. It would really help me out if you would subscribe and like my videos. See you on the battlefield.